Okay, people, this is a project I've been working on for a while now, and well, actually not a while. It's just a prototype that I built, and what it is an emergency power box. And as you can see here, we have the cigarette lighter plugs with the USB chargers, and then inside, this is just a regular plastic toolbox that I made this out of. Now this is going to look pretty crude and elementary, but what it's made up of is two 6-volt AGM batteries, one mounted in each opposite corner. And then this gray box right here, I know you probably can't see it that well because the lighting in here sucks, is one of these Shoemaker or Schumacher, however you want to say it, battery chargers, 1.5 amp trickle charger. And it's a maintainer as well, so you can pretty well leave it hooked up all the time, and it just basically is your basic maintainer. And the 6-volt 4.5 amp hour AGM batteries are the Adrenaline from Wild Game Innovations. And the reason I did it instead of using 12-volt AGM batteries, number one was for the size of the batteries, and number two, if some reason I should find a 6-volt application, I could just undo them, you know, the connection here, and put them in series or parallel. So they have the versatility of being either 6-volt at, it would be 9 amp hours, or I can have the 12 volts at 4.5. Okay, so 4.5 will actually do quite a lot if you have fully charged batteries, as far as the cigarette lighters are concerned and charging cell phones and whatnot. And I did use a regular light switch, 110 volt light switch, and I got some of these cheap handy dandy Chinese voltmeters to put in there so that I know what my voltage is. So I got 12.8 volts, about 12.7.5, something like that. Now that charger, the trickle charger, you just have your cord that pulls out, and it just kind of tucks into the little thing there. And then I cut a hole in the bottom of the toolbox right there that you can see to stick the cords out to charge other batteries if you wanted to, from the charger itself. As the hookups with the Shoemaker charger come with two different kinds. You have the clamp type, and then you have another setup that is set up on rings, such as this connection here, for the AGM batteries, motorcycle batteries, or whatever. Mostly this idea of having the modular plug like that was so you could leave the ring type connectors hooked up to your vehicle permanently, and then just use this trailer type connection to hook it up to the charger whenever you needed it to. That way you wouldn't have to be, you'd have a good secure connection and whatnot. Now I'm thinking, even though this is a prototype, I'm going to put these white LED lights. They're stick-on flexible lights. I'm thinking I'm going to put one strip on the front and maybe one on the back, and these are just on the batteries that they come with. Wow, holy cow. Okay, well, maybe we'll face it this way. As you can see, they are quite bright. But anyway, that's the Auto Drive Ultra light strips, and they came from a retail store. You can probably guess which one. And this toolbox has, they're pretty cheap. They're really flexible plastic, which is why I liked it for doing this project, because I could just take a utility knife and make my notches and drill little holes and whatnot for my switches and stuff like that. Now, even though it looks pretty crude and whatnot, it does work, and it works rather well. So there you have it. That's a cheap, easy build if you got the right parts and whatnot. And that's my little toolbox supply for power outages, camping, whatever. I'll probably make some updates to it and whatnot, and if I do, I'll make another video. Have fun.